So who needs updated base routine? No worries, I got y'all. I've been doing this base technique for the last couple of months, and I can truly say it's A1. So if you want to see how I did this, make sure you continue watching this video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on all my social media platforms at itzaybaby. So before we get into this tutorial, your foundation will not look great unless your skin is great. So please take care of your skin. Skincare is important. Flawless skin equals flawless base. Even though I've updated my foundation routine over the years, this has not changed. Since this came out, this has been my favorite primer. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer is my favorite. I just love the way my skin looks. It holds my foundation amazingly. It is just everything I want and more in a primer, and I have yet to find something to replace it. Next up is foundation, and I'm going in with Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Spice Rum. Normally I am chai, but I did get a little bit tan, so I'm using Spice Rum. When it comes to foundation, I don't really have a favorite. I just want something that's full coverage. As you can see, I'm applying the foundation to the lower half of my face using a fluffy, dense buff brush. It's from NYX. I'm not sure if they sell it anymore, and I'm only applying this to my lower half of my face, okay? I know you're like, what, not all over your face? No, you don't need to, just the lower half. This next up is really random, but I'm going in with Jordan Ticia Bronzer Duo. It comes with a cream bronzer and a powder bronzer, and I'm actually going to start contouring my face. Yeah, you're like, wait, what? You don't have concealer or anything? I'm like, no, just understand this, okay? So I'm applying this on top of my cheekbones because I feel like it gives you more of a look, more snatched look, and I'm also applying it to the corner of my eyes, bringing it up to give my eyes a lifted look. And the reason why I do this is because I just feel like it blends so much better in with my foundation, and it gives more of a natural look when I apply it that way. Yeah, so next up is cream blush. And you're like, wait, cream blush? I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, okay? And I'm going in with One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio and Fat A. Love it, and it's almost done. I have to get some more of it. But anyways, I'm applying this on my cheeks and under my eyes and on top of like the bronzer or the contour, because this creates a really nice, beautiful blend. And the reason why I put this on before my concealer, because when I put my concealer on top of it, it's going to give like a natural like under rosy glow. And I'm using this like tapered fluffy brush to apply it. I don't know why, I just like this brush, and I just feel like it looks really, really nice. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer is my favorite concealer of all time that I discovered during the pandemic. Nobody talks about it. It's amazing, but there's a way to use it, okay? So I like to use two colors, Warm Honey and Golden Caramel. Where I apply the shades are very important. So I like to take the lighter shade and apply it on the inner corner of my eyes and along the side of my nose and on the outer corner of my eyes. And then I take the darker shade and I apply it to the lower half of my cheeks. That way it's really bright under my eyes, and it gradually goes into dark color and into my foundation to give a more of a gradient blend. And I use the GOAT brush of all time, which is the Real Technique setting brush. This brush is amazing. I've been using it for the last like 3 years, and I'm never going back. And I'm just blending it in a nice tap motion and making sure I'm blending the concealer up and out to really give me that lift. And I like to work with one side at a time because this concealer is very quick drying. If you let it sit too long on your face, it's going to be difficult to blend out, and it's going to give you problems, and your under eye is going to look really dry and caked. So definitely work on this in steps and pieces and work on one side at a time. I also forgot to mention to apply the concealer over your nose as well. It's going to help with contouring later on. So whatever is left on my brush, I'm just patting it and I'm applying it to my upper lip and in the middle of my forehead just to add like a natural highlight. I don't like adding concealer there because I just feel like it just makes my face feel too cakey, and do this method gives me more of a natural look, a natural highlight in the center of my face. And if you notice, I apply nothing to my forehead because that's the area where I get really, really hot and sweaty. So the less product on there, the better. And I'm just going in with my foundation brush, and whatever product is left on there, I'm just going to tap it on my forehead and around my face just to get everything to blend nicely. Since my concealer is really full coverage, I feel like it did cover up some of my cream blush. So right now I'm just adding the cream blush on top of my concealer and a tapping motion. High key, this step is my favorite step, is setting powder. Ooh, I love setting my face. So I'm going in with Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder, and I'm going in the shade Kunufa, and I'm using their mini powder puff. I'm going to be pressing the setting powder into my skin in a tapping motion to really set my under eye. And I don't like to bake because I feel like baking just does nothing for me, and it makes my under eye look really like gross. But when I do this tapping motion and keep tapping until the setting powder like disappears, I feel like I get such a flawless under eye. Now that we have the under eyes nice and set, it's time to set the rest of my face, and I'm going in with Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I'm using the shade 320, and I'm applying this with a powder puff, and I'm just tapping everywhere that I didn't set with the setting powder. And I just love using a powder puff because I just feel like I said, it really sets my cream products, and it just gives me a nice flawless airbrush finish. I recently just added the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Snatch and Press of Brightening and Setting Powder, and I'm also using the shade Kunufa to my routine. I just feel like adding this on top of the setting powder gives me such a flawless finish. My under eyes look so smooth, y'all, and I only really focus this towards like the inner corner of my eyes because I really want want like the most coverage and brightness right there. I don't really want it throughout my under eyes, just right at the inner corner. And y'all, it's just so beautiful. Like my under eyes never look so smooth. I'm also gonna be taking this product and applying it in the center of my forehead, above my lip, and my chin. Those are areas where I put a little bit of concealer just to add brightness to my face. I am a bronzer fan more than a contour fan. I literally use my bronzer like a contour. So I'm going in with Benefit Hoola bronzer in the shade Caramel, and I'm applying this on top of my bronzer and a little bit above my bronzer in the corner of my eyes to give me a really nice snatch look. Also, I just love the warmth of the bronzer. I feel like it just ties in my look together and also creates a really nice gradient when I decide to add the contour. I also use my bronzer to contour my nose. If you guys want me to do a updated nose contour routine, I got y'all. Once I get the shape of my nose contour, I'm just going back in with the Huda Beauty pressed powder, and I'm just pressing it on the sides of my nose just to emphasize my nose contour. Next, I'll be going in with Jordana Tissia bronzer, and I'm using the powder part of the duo, and using a slanted brush, I'm going to be tapping the contour under my cheekbones. And even though it's a bronzer on my skin, it gives me more of a contour look because it's more of a cool tone. And I'll be applying the contour to my jawline, cheekbone, and the corner of my eyes. Next, whatever product is on my concealer brush, I'm just using this to apply under my cheekbones to give a nice like snatch look to cut the contour and also make the contour look more emphasized. Next up is blush. I'm going in with the Crayon Case blush binder, and I love this product because it has so many different variety of shades of blushes, and no matter what my mood is, I can just be like, I want to do pink, I want to do orange. Blush placement is really important. So if you want a snatch look, you can apply the blush on the sides of your cheek where your contour is to give you more of a snatch look. If you want something cutesy and rosy, you're going to apply it on the apples of your cheeks. But for me, I like to apply it on my nose, the sides of my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks, and a little bit on my forehead. Next up is highlight. I'm going in Milani Baked Highlighter in Bronze Splendor, and I'm just adding the highlight to the tip of my nose with a small brush and on the bridge of my nose between my eyes. I hate adding highlight down my nose because I feel like it looks overkill and just too much. And then for highlight on the cheek, I'm just taking a tapered brush and I'm applying it right at the beginning of my cheek, like that little like chubby part of your cheek. You're gonna apply it right there. The reason why I apply it there because when I smile, you can see that little glow, and you also can see the glow from the front and from the side. Listen, the minute that Beyonce's makeup artist said that he used this product on her face when it was raining and her face did not move, the One Size Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray is everything. It is amazing. A1. And that's how I do my flawless face base routine, y'all. I just want to show you guys up close how my skin looks like. Look at it. Flawless. Everything blends so nicely together. And I've been doing this routine for the last couple of months and I can swear by it. And I want to show you guys that skin has texture and it's okay, but also take care of your skin if you want a flawless base. Hope you like this video. I try to keep it as short and to the point as possible. But if you want to try this routine, let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on all my social media platforms at It's A Bay Bay. And I'll see you guys again in another video. Bye!